Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of Vampires on Tomato Juice, the debut record from the band Vampires on Tomato Juice. Today is already in the 15th anniversary of the release. I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I have already reviewed their second album, Fairy Tales, so go check that video out, it's quite interesting. My story with this band is quite simple. Back in 2013 I've stumbled upon this band because I was searching for more bands whose music is similar to System of a Down. This project popped up, I've listened through their discography and I've been a fan ever since. When it comes to the lineup on this release, we've got Trevor Ledoux on the vocals, he's the mastermind behind this project. His friend Ben Wolf also on vocals, he does most of the vocals on the first album, to be honest. Then we've got Donovan and Lucius on the guitars, Lucretia, the battery on the bass and backing vocals, and Lord Darrell on drums and backing vocals. You can find all of the band's music here on their YouTube account, but also some of the songs on Spotify and on Soulseek, obviously. The production here is tight, it's clean but heavy, no noise or no clipping, just the way I like it. Message is diverse. The lyrical content is very similar to System of a Down. We have lots of bizarre, weird, nonsensical stuff infused with political message about society and passage of time, existential dread. There's a song about a child getting molested by a priest, there's a song about Futanari, there's a song about some drug addicts, a lot of interesting subjects here and there, but they're mostly drenched in comedy and weirdness. Quirky stuff. I do recommend you to read through the lyrics once, but they're not the main point of this entire thing, at least to me. I focus on the music and the vocal melodies first, then the lyrics. When it comes to the structure of the songs, it's all over the place. We've got basic structure, so intro, verse, because chorus, bridge, chorus, outro, advanced one where they add more segments in between to make it more interesting. One of the songs has a progressive structure where nothing ever repeats, each segment just occurs once. Next, when it comes to the music genre, this is pure nu metal, nothing alternative about this, straight up nu metal music. Now we can finally focus on the musicianship. Let's start with the drums. The drums are perfect. I love the style, the precision, the groove of them, just everything about them. Next we've got the bass work, which is audible. The bassist mostly follows the guitars. That's it. Some moments here and there it is deviated from that stuff, but usually it's just following the guitars. Should have used more of that bass sound here and there, but it still happens, just not as frequent as I wish it would. Then we've got the guitar work, and it's very similar to System of a Down. Beautiful melodic parts are intertwined with those more chuggy, cut-off, groovy guitar riffs. That kind of stuff. I love it, it's one of the highlights of this release. And last but not least, we've got the vocal performance by Ben and Trevor, and I must say that when I first heard this band in 2013, I wasn't even sure if there were two vocalists because their vocals are quite similar to each other. The difference that you're going to notice after a while is that Ben's vocals are more melodic and sung, while Trevor is mostly doing quirky and heavier screaming parts, while also contributing the singing in the background here and there. Now we can finally rate the individual songs. The album opens up with an intro. This is just a small little orchestral thing with the band singing their band's name, obviously. That's just it. It's okay, nothing special. 7 out of 10. Onto the dark, onto the park, onto the dark. That's the first real song, and for some reason it's spelled with a Z on some other sites, but on the band's official channel it's normal spelled, so I don't know what's up with that. This is a track that sounds like a mix of System and Korn. Because of the guitar riffs in the verses it's very corny, but the chorus and the main opening riff is very System coded. Vocals, yet again, 100% System. I love this song. I think the bridge could have been better. Besides that, it's a banger, 10 out of 10. My Friend sounds like a B-side from System. I love the intro, the riffs, dim, dim. My friend knows everything. My no friend's everything. My no friend knows everything. He fucks with me, he friends with me. No, Brazilian tree. My friend, you are the fate of our lives, so don't you can do row, row, row. You are our center of the universe. Something like that. I enjoy this song a lot. Yet again, one of the moments in the bridge does not sit well with me, but everything else is flawless. 10 minus out of 10. Infinity is one of my all-time favorite songs from this release. I love the intro. It has very Dear Dance vibe to it. The verses go hard and the chorus is beautiful, catchy and memorable. It's a way to be a vampire in a world full of lies. And we cry when the honest ones die. Doom, 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 doom. I cry when angels deserve to die, obviously. The entire song is flawless, there isn't a single moment I wouldn't enjoy here, 10 out of 10. Jules is carried by the fantastic instrumental work, especially when it comes to the guitars. One of the parts here occurs only once, and it sounds so good when it comes to the riffs. This is another song where I cannot find any flaws in it. I do enjoy the repetitive nature of the chorus, it sounds funny to me. Bitchiness, bitchiness. And then in the background there's the other vocals doing I'm in your head, I'm in your head, I'm bitchiness. It's a fantastic thing, 10 out of 10. Sparefox, I have a funny story with this one. I remember showing this song years ago to my friend Tsadat and he loved it so much he turned it into his alarm clock on his phone and he would just wake up every day with the intro like playing so loud, like hello Mr. Sparefox, are you alright? Hello Mr. Sparefox, are you alright? Are you alright? What is this song even about? I hope Mr. Sparefox is doing good these days, especially after the pandemic hit. The structure in this one is much more nuanced, especially when it comes to parts that only appear once throughout the entire thing. When they do that very high and low singing, rah, rah, and then the breakdown starts, wow, wow, wow. One of the highlights of this band's career, for sure, 10 plus out of 10. Drugfox is one of the songs with the progressive structure, and it sounds fantastic. I do enjoy every single segment here. I'm actually quite surprised at how interesting they made this song sound like. I especially love the parts in the middle of the track, 10 out of 10. Roads, this one isn't that good as all of the previous songs, but it's still a fantastic journey. It has some parts here and there where I feel like the vocals do not connect well with the music, but besides that, again, a fantastic track. Love the main heavy guitar riff, which then appears, I think, in the second part of the song later on. Yeah, a cool stuff, 9 out of 10. Darkness is another banger. I love the first part of the song, like the first 1 to 90 seconds, something like that. It's beautiful, the darkness stuff, the verses, no, 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 it's okay, no, no, darkness come over me, all of that stuff, but the bridge could have been slightly better, so 10 minus out of 10. Kyle is the other way around. I remember that this song was considered to be a new System of a Down track in 2013, it was like that on YouTube. Of course, it was quickly debunked. Here, the first minute or so isn't that fun or interesting, it's just okay, but then the song opens up. I love the middle part with Goodbye Kyle, all of that stuff, it sounds beautiful. Then the fantastic bridge and the outro. Another highlight, not a perfect song, but it's fun as hell, 10 minus out of 10. VOTJ, Vampires on Tomato Juice. This song is very similar to the previous ones. I love the chorus here, especially the middle part of the track, where one of the vocalists is doing the main vocal line, but underneath it we have that one beautiful singing style. It's one of the most memorable things from this record for me, actually. The heart of the city, the heart of the city. That's the part he's singing in the background, it's just so beautiful. I will never forget about it. 10 minus out of 10. Falling is a great song, but compared to everything else on this release, it sounds like a filler track. It's just not that interesting. There are still some parts in singing that is like very beautiful here. But to me personally, this is the least memorable and exciting song here, while still it's actually pretty good, 8 out of 10. Never is better while not being completely a masterpiece. Yet again, some of the parts here just do not work, like some of the bridge, but overall it's still almost a flawless song because of how the bass, drums, guitars and vocals sound for most of the time. 9 out of 10. Futanari Shemale Party. This is a song with a music video, and to me personally it's the best track here. It has the best flow. The lyrics are hilarious, but they are sung with such an intensity and like emotional vulnerability. Grass Protestant church infiltrate me, they surround me, do. I love every single section here. The middle part with Protestant church, lockers and you porn Protestant church. It's so much fun to listen to. Yeah, this one is the highlight here, 11 out of 10. And the final track, Transience, this one starts like a ballad at the beginning, then they add some intense guitar work, interesting vocals. Personally, this is the second weakest song with Falling, but it's still a fun time. I'm never going to skip it as I'm going through the release, 8 out of 10. To sum it up, the consistency is stable, the flow is fitting, groupability, yeah, it's an excellent release, a fantastic debut. While this is their only record where most of their sound is very inspired by System of a Down, their next endeavors like Fairy Tales for example is where they found their own original sound, which I do prefer over this, which might be blasphemous for a lot of people, but this record still slaps. It's like System of a Down from an alternate reality from Germany. All of the songs slap, they're fun to listen to, memorable, you want to replay them all the time. The only flaw is that half of them do have at least one section that's like, questionable. Besides that, I have nothing to complain about here. My favorite songs obviously are Futanari, Sparefox, Infinity, Jules, VOTJ, Kyle, Darkness, Drugfox, My Friend and Ants. Now welcome to the bonus round. I want to talk about the songs that were supposed to appear on their third record, but they didn't. It was scraped, I have no clue why. From what I understand, in this time period, 2015 to 2017, band members were quitting to focus on their jobs or studies or whatever. And only half of the songs here include Ben Wolf on the vocals. Most of the songs were done just by Trevor himself, which is quite interesting. The production is mostly tight, except Evolution. I don't know why that song has such a generic production. Message is diverse, yet again, quirky stuff mixed with those political, serious and honest messages. Structure is all over the place, the music genre is nu metal, and the musicianship is on point as on the first two releases. The only thing that changed is that almost every song now has a guitar solo played by some other dudes, not from the band, but they're just straight up killing it most of the time. The first track here, #Evolution, this one is the only with a technical structure from this band, where we've got over 10 sections that never repeat and maybe 2-3 that do. I love the inclusion of bongos in the intro, it sounds like a Donkey Kong song at the beginning. Besides that, it's a fun journey, but I feel like some of the segments do not sit well with me. It's probably one of the weaker songs from this project, but it's still good. I do enjoy listening through it, just I'm like when some of the segments show up. 7 out of 10. Refox is a sequel to Sparefox, and I must say that it's a banger. While it's not on the same level as the original song, it still slaps. We find out what Mr. Sparefox has been up to for all those years, and he hasn't had a great life, to be honest. I love the breakdown in this song with all of the symphonic elements, the weird changes, the very emotional vocal performance with the screaming, great stuff, 10 minus out of 10. But now this track is like a ode to soccer or whatever. I do enjoy it, especially the guitar solos, which are very memorable and fun to listen to. The vocal performance is also fantastic. It's a great song, nothing more, nothing less. 8 out of 10. AFP As Fuck Polka. This track, I have no clue why no one talks about this one. It's so much fun. Love the rap elements, the electronic ones. There's some DJ here and there, and the polka element, the polka breakdown is hilarious. Like, I always laugh when I hear it. One of the better songs from this band, 10 out of 10. Dickbiter is probably the heaviest and darkest song from Vampires. It has a black metal feel to it when it comes to some of the guitar riffs, which is surprising. I love the second part of the song with beautiful singing, a cool guitar solo. Yeah, one of the highlights of the unreleased third album, so to speak. 9 out of 10. Circles, this one has fantastic vocal performance, especially in the middle. Love that stuff. The chorus that also repeats in the outro, fantastic stuff. Love the music as well. Still, one of the segments is like but overall, yeah, this is a journey. 10 minus out of 10. Papers is one of my all-time favorite songs from this band. I just love the emotional intensity in Trevor's vocals. The lyrics are actually quite serious, no joking here. The structure is actually normal, standard stuff. The guitar solos in between are very memorable, they add flavor into the track. The chorus, at least to me, is the best thing. 10 plus out of 10. Torn is a single released in 2017 and it's the best Vampires song ever. It has a basic structure, very fun main guitar riff similar to System, and that's the only similarity to System this song is going to have. The verses are very interesting with some electronic elements, then we get the chorus which is just flawless. I love it with all of my heart. We can't go on like this. Ignorance is a bliss. Now is the time to turn the fucking tables. We are the voices of this world. No, it won't be a silent turn. We are the open-minded, the ones who can't be blinded. We are the forces of this world. It's something like that, and it's so much fun. It actually never leaves my head. Like, sometimes I'm just doing something like groceries or like cleaning the house, and suddenly this pops into my head. I'm like, I need to listen to this again. But the best part of the entire song is actually the flawless guitar solo in the bridge. Wow! Apparently it's played by a dude called Manuel or something like that, and he did a fantastic job. That guitar solo speaks to my soul, and it continues to the very end of the song with the chorus on top of it. Genius move. Best Vampires songs, period. 12 out of 10. To sum it all up, I have no clue why this record was not finished, why it wasn't released in 2017 or 18. I feel like with these kind of songs, if they would record 3-4 more tracks, this would have been even better than the first release. Not better than Fairy Tales, because that's my favorite record from Vampires. But still, I see this like a wasted opportunity. I hope that maybe in the future they would reunite and finish this, because it has lots of potential. Sorry for yapping about those songs, I just wanted to include them somewhere because I didn't hear anyone talk about this like ever. Celebrate the anniversary of Vampires on Tomato Juice by spinning this album today, also the unreleased songs from 2015 to 2017, because why not? If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram description, shout out to my Patreon supporters who guys sponsor these videos, you're truly wonderful, you can join them if you want in the description as well. I will see you next time, maybe not, who knows, on to the dark. Bye!